The key is
The
to get
legends
your
who
ideas
paved the
down
way.
on paper. Set
From the
yourself a
baseball
daily
diamond
word
to the
count
football
goal.
field
Whether it's
to the
100
tennis
words or
court.
1,000,
Their
consistency
passion
is
and
the key.
dedication
Once
set
you've
the
written your
foundation
first
for today's
draft,
athletes.
it's time for the third step.
Their names
editing.
echo through time.
Editing is not just
Their
about correcting
achievements
grammar
etched
and
into the annals
punctuation.
of sports
It's
history.
about refining your story,
trained without
improving
modern
your
facilities,
characters, enhancing your
competed without the
narrative.
spotlight of
It's
social
about
media,
making your
yet they
book the
prevailed.
best it can be.
They
You
are
might
the
need to
timeless
revise your
giants of their
manuscript
sports,
multiple
their
times, and
legacy
that's okay.
inspiring the next
Editing,
generation.
like writing, is a process.
So here's to
After
the elders.
editing comes the fourth step, getting feedback. Share your manuscript with trusted friends, family, or writing groups. Constructive criticism is invaluable in identifying areas of your work that need improvement. It's essential to remember that criticism isn't personal. It's about making your work better. The fifth step is to consider your publishing options. Traditional publishing involves finding a literary agent who can sell your book to a publisher. Self-publishing, on the other hand, allows you to retain full control over your book, but also requires you to handle every aspect of publication yourself, from editing to marketing. Weigh the pros and cons of each option and choose the one that suits you best. The final step, regardless of the publishing path you choose, is to persevere. Every author faces rejection and setbacks. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. Stephen King's first novel, Carrie, was rejected 30 times. Rejection is a part of the journey to becoming an author, so don't let it discourage you. Keep writing, keep improving, keep going. The journey of becoming an author is challenging, rewarding, and deeply personal. It's about expressing your creativity, sharing your ideas, and making a connection with readers. It's about creating something that is uniquely yours. So if you're dreaming of becoming an author, start today. Pick up a book, grab a pen, and begin your journey. And remember, every great author was once a beginner. It's never too late to start your story.
Or is your current job giving you the satisfaction you desire? Are you finding fulfillment in your 9-to-5, or does it feel like something's missing? Today, we're exploring a path that could lead to more gratification and success than you've ever imagined. Owning your own business. Owning a business is like being captain of your own ship. You set the course, you make the decisions, and you reap the rewards. This level of control and autonomy is something you simply cannot experience in a regular job. By owning your own business, you're no longer living on someone else's terms. Instead, you're creating your terms, and you're the one calling the shots. Another amazing benefit of owning your own business is the flexibility it offers. You're not confined to the traditional 9-to-5 schedule. Instead, you can choose when to work and when to relax. Need to take a Wednesday afternoon off for your child's school play? No problem. Want to work late into the night because that's when you're most productive? Go for it. Owning a business allows you to tailor your work schedule to your lifestyle, not the other way around. Financial success is another potential benefit of owning your own business. While it's true that entrepreneurship involves risk, it also offers the potential for significant financial rewards. With a regular job, your income is often capped at a certain level. But as a business owner, your earning potential is virtually limitless. The harder you work, the more you can earn. Owning your own business also gives you the chance to pursue your passion. How many of us can honestly say we're passionate about our jobs? When you own your business, you're not just working for the sake of earning a paycheck. You're working because you love what you do, and that passion can drive you to achieve incredible success. So, to sum up, owning your own business offers numerous benefits. It gives you control and autonomy, allowing you to live life on your terms. It offers flexibility, enabling you to tailor your work schedule to your lifestyle. It presents the potential for financial success with no limits on your earning potential. And perhaps most importantly, it gives you the chance to pursue your passion and find true fulfillment in your work. Remember, life is too short to be stuck in a job that doesn't fulfill you. So why not take the helm and become the captain of your own ship? The journey might be challenging, but the rewards can be immense. The freedom, the flexibility, the financial success, and the fulfillment of pursuing your passion. These are the joys of owning your own business.
of Bollywood.
The history of Chinese Jewish people is a relatively obscure and fascinating chapter in the broader history of both Judaism and China. There are two main groups of Chinese Jews, the Kaifeng Jews and the Baghdadi Jews. 1. Kaifeng Jews. The Kaifeng Jews are believed to be one of the oldest Jewish communities in China. They trace their history back over 1,000 years to the Tang dynasty, 618–907 CE, or possibly even earlier. According to legend and historical records, Jewish traders and merchants settled in Kaifeng, a city along the Silk Road in Henan province, during the early medieval period. They are said to have established a synagogue and practiced Judaism. Over time, the Kaifeng Jewish community became increasingly isolated from the broader Jewish world due to geographical and cultural factors. They intermarried with local Chinese, adopted Chinese customs, and eventually lost much of their Jewish identity. By the 19th century, the Kaifeng Jewish community had largely assimilated into Chinese society, and their synagogue had fallen into disrepair. In the 20th century, there was renewed interest in the Kaifeng Jews, and efforts were made to rediscover their Jewish heritage and rebuild their synagogue. Today, there are a small number of individuals in Kaifeng who identify as descendants of this ancient community, and they are working to reconnect with Jewish traditions and heritage. 2. Baghdadi Jews in China. Another group of Jews in China consisted of the Baghdadi Jews, who were primarily Sephardic Jews from the Middle East, particularly Iraq. They came to China in the 19th century, mainly for trade and business opportunities. Shanghai was a significant center for Baghdadi Jewish settlement. They played a vital role in the economic development of the city during the late Qing dynasty and the early Republic of China. The Baghdadi Jews maintained their distinct Jewish identity, religious practices, and community institutions in China. They built synagogues, established schools, and were active in various aspects of society. During World War II, Shanghai became a refuge for Jewish refugees fleeing the Holocaust in Europe, and the Baghdadi Jewish community, along with the local Chinese, provided assistance and support to these refugees. It's important to note that both of these Jewish communities in China have faced challenges and fluctuations in their numbers over the centuries. The Kaifeng Jewish community, in particular, faced assimilation and isolation, while the Baghdadi Jews in Shanghai played a more active role in preserving their Jewish identity. Today, there is a growing interest in the history of Chinese Jews, and efforts are being made to document and preserve their heritage, as well as to foster connections with the broader Jewish diaspora.
Have you ever stopped to ponder the power of literacy? The ability to read and write, to communicate and understand, is one of the most fundamental tools in our society. It's more than just letters on a page or words on a screen. It's a bridge to understanding, a key to knowledge, a ticket to freedom. Let's delve into the current state of literacy worldwide. According to UNESCO, over 750 million adults across the globe lack basic literacy skills. That's around 10% of the world's population. As for children, approximately 263 million are not in school, missing out on the fundamental building blocks of literacy. Now imagine a world where these numbers are drastically reduced. A world where every child has access to education, and every adult has the chance to learn to read and write. It may seem like a utopia, but it's a goal worth striving for. In many developing countries, the literacy rate is below 50%. This means that half the population cannot read a simple sentence or write their own name. This is a dire situation that needs addressing. Literacy is not a privilege, it's a basic human right. But it's not all doom and gloom. Progress is being made. Over the past 20 years, the global literacy rate has increased by about 8%. That's millions of people who have been given the gift of literacy. Yet the road to universal literacy is long and winding. Every step forward matters. Every book donated, every school built, every teacher trained, every child taught to read and write, brings us one step closer to a world where literacy is a given, not a luxury. So, on this International Literacy Day, consider the role you can play. Whether it's volunteering at a local school, donating books to a library, or supporting organizations that promote literacy, every effort counts. Remember, literacy is a tool for change, a weapon against ignorance, and a beacon of hope for the future. So stand up for literacy, advocate for education, be the change you wish to see in the world. Because to change the world, we must first change ourselves. Let's make every day a literacy day.
What does the landscape of high school look like in the United States in 2023? This is a question that merits thoughtful reflection. Today, we will explore this topic, drawing from recent articles and news stories from credible sources like the New York Times and CNN. The Learning Network, a platform dedicated to supporting educators and students, has compiled a robust collection of news and feature stories that delve into various aspects of high school education and teenage life. This collection, a treasure trove of over 75 articles, covers an array of topics. These range from exploring the purpose of school, understanding different learning styles, examining the impact of identity on learning, to the unique aspects of individual schools and the curriculum. The collection also delves into recent issues faced by school communities, the crucial role of physical and mental health in learning, and the effects of the pandemic on education. An interesting facet of this collection is the focus on standardized testing and its implications for learning. These resources, free to access, offer a comprehensive view of what high school is like in 2023. In other news, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices has unanimously voted to include COVID-19 vaccines in the recommended immunization schedules for both children and adults starting in 2023. However, this does not make the vaccines mandatory. The decision to require vaccines for school entrance remains at the discretion of state, county, and municipal levels. In fact, in at least 20 states, COVID-19 vaccines are explicitly banned from being included in school mandates. This raises the issue of vaccine hesitancy among parents, a concern that is not new and has been exacerbated by the politicization of COVID-19 vaccines. Drops in vaccination coverage for routine vaccines during the pandemic is a concern, and school vaccine mandates can help improve compliance. The responsibility for enforcing vaccine mandates falls to the education system, and practices vary by state. On a final note, the cost of college education looms large on the horizon for many high school students. With the average all-in cost for undergraduate students totaling nearly $28,000 for public four-year, in-state students, the financial burden can be significant. However, strategies such as earning college credit through dual enrollment in high school, filling out the FAFSA, attending in-state schools, considering community college for the first 2 years of college, applying for scholarships, and utilizing military service benefits can help students manage these costs. In summary, the high school landscape in 2023 is a dynamic one, shaped by a myriad of factors including curriculum, standardized testing, the impact of the pandemic, vaccination policies, and the looming cost of college education. As we navigate these complexities, it is crucial to continue the conversation and work towards ensuring a high-quality, inclusive, and equitable education for all.
Did you know that Roblox, a popular gaming platform, is currently under the microscope, facing a lawsuit for allegedly facilitating child gambling? A rather serious allegation that has sent ripples through the gaming world. Two parents have stepped forward, filing a class action lawsuit against Roblox, with claims that the platform has become a breeding ground for third-party gambling sites. These sites, the lawsuit alleges, invite young users to play games of chance using Roblox's in-game currency, Robux. The parents contend that their children have lost thousands of Robux gambling on these sites, all without their knowledge. 3 sites in particular have been named in the lawsuit: RBX Flip, Blocks Flip, and RBLX Wild. These are accused of being participants in what the plaintiffs describe as an illegal gambling operation. But the allegations don't stop there. Roblox itself is also named as a defendant. The plaintiffs argue that Roblox is not just aware of these sites, but allows them to operate, making a profit through transaction fees in the process. Roblox, however, has responded to these allegations, denying any affiliation with the gambling sites. The company has stated that it takes action against any entities that violate its policies. It has further clarified that any gambling sites using Robux are indeed in violation of its community standards and terms of service. But the controversy surrounding Roblox doesn't end with third-party sites. The platform itself has come under scrutiny for features like loot boxes and limited edition virtual items. These have raised concerns given the platform's young user base, with critics suggesting they may encourage gambling-like behavior. So where does this leave Roblox? As it stands, the allegations against the platform are serious and could have far-reaching implications. The class action lawsuit is ongoing, with Roblox and the named third-party sites set to defend themselves against the claims. In summary, Roblox, a popular gaming platform, is currently facing a class action lawsuit. The platform is accused of facilitating child gambling through third-party sites using its in-game currency, Robux. The plaintiffs, two parents, allege their children have lost thousands of Robux on these sites without their knowledge. The lawsuit names RBX Flip, Blocks Flip, and RBLX Wild as participants in the alleged illegal gambling operation, with Roblox also named as a defendant. Roblox has denied any affiliation with the gambling sites, stating that it takes action against entities that violate its policies. The case is ongoing, and the outcome could have significant implications for Roblox and the wider gaming industry. The question remains, can Roblox navigate through this storm and come out unscathed on the other side? Only time will tell. Until then, the gaming world watches on, waiting for the next move in this high-stakes game.
Have you ever wanted to learn French but felt overwhelmed by the idea? It's a common feeling. Many of us are daunted by the thought of diving into a new language, especially one as rich and nuanced as French. But let's dispel the myth right now. Learning French, or any language, doesn't have to be intimidating. It's all about breaking it down into manageable chunks. So, if you've been hesitating, it's time to put aside those doubts. Fear not. Mastering French can be a delightful journey if you follow the right path. Now imagine breaking down the process of learning French into manageable chunks. First off, we have the French alphabet, a crucial starting point. This is quite similar to the English alphabet, with only a few exceptions. Mastering the pronunciation of these 26 letters will form the backbone of your French learning journey. It may seem trivial, but it's akin to building a house. You wouldn't want to start without a solid foundation, would you? Moving on, we have basic phrases and vocabulary. This is where you start to see the beauty of the French language unfolding. Simple phrases like bonjour and comment ça va will not only help you start conversations, but also give you a sense of accomplishment. These phrases and vocabulary words are the building blocks that will allow you to construct more complex sentences later on. Next up, we have grammar and sentence structure. This is where things might get a bit tricky, but don't worry. In French, just like in English, there are rules that guide how sentences are formed. Understanding these rules will enable you to express your thoughts and ideas in French more accurately and fluently. Finally, we get to the practice of listening and speaking. This is where all your hard work starts to pay off. Listening to French music, podcasts, or films can help you get a feel for the rhythm and intonation of the language. Speaking French, even if it's just to yourself in the mirror, will help you become more comfortable and confident in your abilities. Remember, practice makes perfect, so regularly practicing what you've learned is a key step in mastering French. So, what have we learned today about learning French? Firstly, it's crucial to master the French alphabet and pronunciation. Just like building a house, these serve as the foundation of your French learning journey. Getting them right can make the rest of your journey a lot smoother and enjoyable. Secondly, we've talked about the importance of memorizing basic phrases and expanding your vocabulary. These are your tools for communication, and the more you have, the better off you'll be. Thirdly, we've dived into the complexities of French grammar and sentence structure. While they might seem daunting at first, understanding them is like unlocking a secret code. It's what allows you to form your own sentences and truly express yourself in French. Lastly, we've underscored the importance of regular practice. Practice is what turns knowledge into skill, and consistency is key. With these steps, learning French can become an enjoyable and rewarding journey. Bonne chance or good luck on your French learning adventure!
Ever thought about learning a new language? Well, you're in the right place. In just a minute, we're going to explore some intriguing facts about language learning. Did you know there are around 7,000 languages in the world? That's a lot of ways to say hello. And here's a fun tidbit. Studies show that learning a new language can boost your brain power. Maybe you're a sports enthusiast who wants to cheer on your favorite international team in their native language. Or perhaps you're just a curious soul, eager to connect with different cultures. Whatever your reason, remember, it's never too late to start. So pick a language, grab a dictionary, and immerse yourself in a new world of words. Let the language journey begin.
Bay Days is finally here. With Hudson's Bay's lowest prices of the season on your fall favorites. Save on brands like Calvin Klein, Smeg, Under Armour, Lancome, and more. Find the deals in-store or online.
There were two young boys who had lost their parents in a war. All the boys were left with was a home on a farm with a field that had not been tended to for years. The soil was barren. The boys were teenagers. Each day, they were so hungry that they could not even have the energy to walk to school. One day, the older brother told the younger brother that he was going to drink lots of water. The older brother planned to go find their aunt and uncle who had a prosperous farm to teach the boys how to farm. The older brother drank lots of water and walked to his aunt's and uncle's farm. By the time he got to the door, he was so exhausted that he collapsed on their doorstep. The aunt heard the thud and went to the door and found her nephew there. The aunt and uncle fed their eldest nephew. The nephew told his aunt and uncle that he and his brother needed to learn how to farm in order to eat. The aunt and uncle drove the nephew back to his house with his brother with lots of food for the summer. The aunt and uncle stayed the summer at their nephew's house and slowly taught the boys how to farm. By the time the aunt and uncle left, the boys had enough food for the autumn harvest and the boys had the energy to walk to school and to learn.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a construction worker, to build the world around us brick by brick, beam by beam? Today, we're going to walk a mile in their steel-toe boots, from the crack of dawn until the sun sets, to understand the essence of a day in their life. Imagine the first light of dawn breaking the darkness. As most of us are still nestled in our beds, a construction worker's day begins. The alarm buzzes, a stark reminder that a new day has dawned. With a quick breakfast and a steaming cup of coffee, the day is off to a start. The following leg of the day is the commute to the site. Whether it's a bustling city skyline, a suburban neighborhood, or a rural bridge project, every day presents a new landscape. A construction worker's office is the world, ever-changing and always demanding. Once on site, the sun still low in the sky, a safety briefing sets the tone. Helmets on, safety vests secured, gloves in place. Safety is paramount in an industry where risks are as abundant as the opportunities to build. Then, the work begins. It can be as diverse as the sites they work on. One day, it might be operating heavy machinery. The next, laying concrete or fitting windows. The tasks are as varied as they are physically demanding. It's a ballet of power and precision, where every movement matters. Lunchtime offers a brief respite, a moment of camaraderie shared over sandwiches and thermos flask coffee. It's a chance to rest, recharge, and share a laugh before plunging back into the afternoon's labor. As the afternoon sun paints the sky in hues of orange and purple, the day winds down. Tools are cleaned and stored. The day's work is surveyed with a sense of accomplishment. The site quiets down, ready to rest until it buzzes back to life the next day. Finally, the journey home begins. Muscles aching but hearts filled with satisfaction. Dinner, family time, a bit of television perhaps, and then it's off to bed, ready to do it all over again when the new day dawns. So, what does a day in the life of a construction worker look like? It's a day filled with hard work and dedication, with physical labor and mental challenges. It's a day of safety briefings, of operating heavy machinery, of building the world around us. It's a day of camaraderie and satisfaction, of seeing the fruits of their labor rise from the ground. It's a day of early mornings and late evenings, of sacrifices and rewards. In essence, the life of a construction worker is a testament to the human spirit's resilience,
determination, and the desire to create. It's a day that starts with the first light of dawn and ends with the satisfaction of a job well done. It's a day that truly builds the world as we know it. A day in their life is a day in the life of progress.
Welcome to a whirlwind roundup of the trendiest things of 2023. Kicking off at the top, we've got virtual reality workouts, treadmills and dumbbells. So last decade, strap on a headset and get your sweat on in stunning digital landscapes. Next, we're talking about plant-based proteins. Not just for vegans anymore, these nutrient-packed powerhouses are taking over kitchens worldwide. Now let's not forget about the rise of esports. With jaw-dropping prize pools and arenas packed to the brim, it's a digital gladiator spectacle like no other. Lastly, we've got the resurgence of vinyl records. Nothing beats that warm analog sound, right? There you have it, the trendiest things of 2023. Stay tuned for more, as the future is always changing.
Imagine this, a world full of facts, figures, and fascinating theories, where every day presents a new opportunity to inspire minds and shape the future. Welcome to the life of a university professor. From the crack of dawn, they're diving into a sea of research, unraveling mysteries of the universe, one paper at a time. Then, armed with knowledge, they stand before a class, igniting sparks of understanding, stimulating intellectual curiosity. But it's not all lectures and textbooks. There's a constant quest for knowledge, pushing the boundaries of their field. Whether it's in the realms of science, arts, or sports, they never stop learning. And when the day draws to a close, they know they've made a difference, lighting the path for the leaders of tomorrow. That's the life of a university professor, a journey of knowledge, inspiration, and endless discovery.
Sunrise. The world wakes up, and so does the magazine owner. First task of the day, scanning global trends, sifting through the noise to find the stories that matter. Breakfast. A quick bite between emails, conference calls, and managing a team of creative minds. A symphony of organized chaos, every day presenting a new challenge, a new opportunity to inspire. Afternoon. The pace doesn't slow. Pages take shape, stories come to life. It's a dance between words and images, a delicate balance of information and aesthetics. Evening. Time for a quick workout, because a healthy body fuels a healthy mind. Then back to the grindstone, because a magazine never sleeps. And as the world goes to bed, the magazine owner is already dreaming of tomorrow's headlines, day in, day out. This is the rhythm of a magazine owner's life, a relentless pursuit of the stories that shape our world. And as the sun rises again, so does the magazine owner, ready to do it all over again. This is the unending cycle, the pulse of the publishing world. End of the day, the satisfaction of knowing you've informed, inspired, and intrigued countless readers. That's what it's all about. This is the day in the life of a magazine owner. Welcome to our world.
Crisp fall air, the rustle of new notebooks, the excitement of a fresh start. Yes, it's back to school season. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-timer, here are 3 essential tips to hit the ground running. First, get organized. A well-structured schedule is your best friend. Jot down all your classes, assignments, and extracurricular activities in a planner. Second, prepare your workspace. A clean, well-lit area will help you focus better. Stock it with all your school essentials, pens, notebooks, and perhaps a motivational quote or two. And lastly, embrace a positive mindset. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to learn and grow. So gear up, embrace the thrill of the new academic year, and remember, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out.
In the early years of an artist's life, an innate yearning to express, to create, and to transform often emerges. This is a time of discovery, where every color, texture, and shape is a new adventure. The world becomes a canvas, and the artist's mind a palette brimming with possibilities. The artist's style begins to take form, nurtured by their unique experiences and the world around them. It's a period of growth, exploration, and the inception of a lifelong love for art. As the artist matures, their craft evolves in tandem. They begin to experiment, pushing the boundaries of their creativity and skill. Struggles and triumphs intertwine, each shaping the artist's work in profound ways. The world, once a canvas, now becomes a mirror, reflecting the artist's thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Their art transforms into a visual diary, a tangible expression of their inner world. The peak of an artist's career is a testament to their perseverance, talent, and relentless passion. It's a time of recognition and celebration, as their work resonates with audiences and critics alike. Their art, once a personal endeavor, now sparks conversations, inspires new generations, and contributes to the rich tapestry of human culture and history. It's a moment of triumph, but also of reflection, as the artist contemplates the journey that brought them here. Yet the artist's story doesn't end with their peak. Their legacy, encapsulated in their body of work, continues to influence and inspire long after their time. Each brushstroke, each etched line, each color chosen resonates with future generations. Their art becomes a timeless testament to their life, their struggles, their triumphs, and their unique perspective of the world. In summary, the life of an artist is a journey of self-discovery, expression, and transformation. It begins with a burning passion for creation, evolves through trials and triumphs, peaks with recognition and success, and leaves a lasting legacy that continues to inspire. It's a testament to the artist's indomitable spirit, their relentless pursuit of expression, and the profound impact of their work. So remember, every piece of art carries a story, a journey, a life. It's more than just colors on a canvas. It's a celebration of the human spirit, the ability to create, to express, and to transform. The life of an artist, therefore, is not just about creating art, but about transforming the world, one creation at a time.
Welcome to a whirlwind tour of the most expensive bicycles in the world. First up, the Trek Butterfly Madone, a piece of art as much as a bicycle, auctioned for $500,000. Next, the 24K Gold Extreme mountain bike, embellished with 500 diamonds. It's worth a whopping $1 million. But hold on to your helmets. The winner is the Cosmic Starship Harley-Davidson. No, not a motorbike, but a bicycle, adorned with handcrafted art. Its price? A staggering $1.5 million. Who knew two wheels could be worth so much? Stay tuned for more fascinating facts.
Imagine the scene. A sun-drenched park buzzing with energy, the air pulsating with the beat of dance music. At the heart of it all, a DJ, turning the ordinary into extraordinary with each track. The rhythm, infectious, spreading like wildfire, turning the park into an open-air dance floor. The DJ is not just playing music, they're creating moments. Moments of joy, freedom, and connection. Each spin, each mix, every beat drop, an invitation to let loose and embrace the rhythm of life. This isn't just a party in the park. It's a celebration of life, a testament to the power of music, and a reminder that sometimes all you need to do is dance. So, next time you hear that beat in the distance, follow it. You might just stumble upon the best party of your life.
Catch the rhythm of the day with the mesmerizing harmony of the soprano saxophone. A rich symphony of sound that knows no boundaries. It's the universal language that connects us all. Notice how the melody ebbs and flows, each note a story of its own, a journey through the highs and lows of life. Feel the power of music, the strength of a black woman's talent, her soul resonating with each note she plays, her passion and dedication, an inspiration to many, a testament to the beauty of pursuing one's dreams. So, as the day unfolds, let the music be your guide. Immerse yourself in the melody, let it stir your soul, inspire your thoughts, and awaken your creativity. After all, in the grand symphony of life, we are all musicians playing our part. Until the next beat.
Hey there, fitness seekers. Ever wonder what are the best exercises to shed those extra pounds? Well, you're in the right place. First up, high-intensity interval training or HIIT. This vigorous workout alternates between intense bursts of activity and short recovery periods. It's all about pushing your body to the max for quick results. Next, swimming. A full body workout that's fun and effective. It works every muscle, burns calories, and is kind to your joints. Don't forget about weightlifting. Building muscle increases your resting metabolism, meaning you'll burn more calories even when you're not exercising. Lastly, but definitely not least, walking. It may sound simple, but a brisk walk can do wonders for your health and weight loss journey. So mix it up, keep it fun, and remember, consistency is key. Until next time, stay active.
Cue the drum roll. Here's the countdown of the top 3 most expensive cities to live in the world. At number 3, we've got Zurich. The Swiss city is known for its high living standards and the price tag matches. Sliding into the second spot is Hong Kong. Despite its compact size, the cost of living here is sky high. And taking the crown at number 1 is Singapore. This city-state might be small, but it's mighty in terms of cost. Remember, these rankings are based on factors like housing, food, clothing, and transportation costs. So before you pack your bags, make sure your wallet is ready for the ride. Stay tuned for more bite-sized facts. This has been a quick peek into the world of luxury living. Until next time.
Did you know that a simple indulgence like chocolate can become a worldwide adventure? Buckle up as we embark on a global journey to discover the best places to get the finest chocolate. First stop, Belgium. Known for its rich, creamy pralines, Belgium prides itself on its centuries-old tradition of chocolate making. Next, we travel to Switzerland, the birthplace of milk chocolate. The Swiss are renowned for their velvety, melt-in-your-mouth chocolate creations. Don't forget about France, home to world-class chocolatiers. Their artisanal chocolates are a feast for the senses, blending unique flavors and textures. And finally, Ecuador. The heart of cacao production, it's where the magic of chocolate truly begins. So whether you're a sports enthusiast refueling after a tough workout or just a chocolate lover, these destinations offer a sweet escape. Remember, life's too short for average chocolate.
Picture it. You're living in the lap of luxury, but where in the world could that be? Brace yourself for the grand reveal of the most expensive places to live on this planet. Topping the list is the glitzy city of Hong Kong. It's not just the skyline that's sky high, but the living costs too. Next, we jet off to the chic city of Zurich, where luxury isn't just a lifestyle, it's the norm. Now let's hop across to Singapore, the gem of Southeast Asia, where the cost of living is as dazzling as the cityscape. And let's not forget New York City, the city that never sleeps or stops charging. Finally, we land in Geneva, the Swiss city where the living costs are as steep as the Alps. There you have it, 5 cities where your wallet might feel a little lighter. Until our next adventure, keep dreaming big and saving bigger.
Imagine cruising down a scenic highway in one of the world's most expensive cars. Picture the luxury, the power, the prestige. Now buckle up as we take a high-speed tour through the top tier of automotive opulence. First we have the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a one-off beauty with a staggering price tag of $19 million. Next, the Rolls-Royce Sweptail, a bespoke masterpiece, yours for a cool $13 million. But let's not forget the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, at a mere $17 million. And finally, the Lamborghini Veneno, a steal at just $4.5 million. These aren't just cars, they're works of art, symbols of status and sophistication. So dream big, because in the world of high-end autos, the sky's the limit. Until our next high-speed adventure, keep your eyes on the road and your foot on the gas.
Picture the highest earning sports stars globally. No, it's not just about talent, but the ability to captivate fans, win games, and yes, score mega endorsement deals. Think football, and you'll likely think of Lionel Messi. Rightfully so, his move to Paris Saint-Germain last year saw his earnings rocket to over $100 million. But don't forget about the NBA. Steph Curry, with his incredible three-pointers, raked in a cool $74 million. Yet, it's the boxing ring where the real money lies. Canelo Alvarez, the four-division world champion, earned a whopping $120 million in a year. So, talent, charisma, and a knack for making money. That's the winning trifecta in the world of sports. And these sports stars, they've certainly mastered it. Until next time, keep the sporting spirit alive.
What are the healthiest foods for a long life? A question that piques the curiosity of many. The answer lies in the world around us, in the foods we eat every day. Imagine a journey through the aisles of a grocery store where every item holds the key to longevity and wellness. The first stop is the produce section, where the vibrant colors of fruits and vegetables beckon. Apples, often overlooked, are a powerhouse of antioxidants, fiber, and vitamin C, which can help reduce the risk of heart diseases. The old adage, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," may hold more truth than we realize. Berries, especially blueberries, are packed with antioxidants known as anthocyanins. These compounds may delay brain aging and improve memory, keeping the mind sharp as we age. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are rich in vitamins A, C, E, and K. They also contain an abundance of fiber, iron, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. Consuming these can lead to improved eye health, reduced risk of heart disease, and lower blood pressure. Moving along, we find ourselves in the grains section. Here, whole grains such as brown rice, oatmeal, and quinoa reign supreme. They're a great source of fiber and other important nutrients like B vitamins, iron, folate, selenium, potassium, and magnesium. Regular intake of whole grains can reduce the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some forms of cancer. Next is the seafood department. Fish, particularly fatty types like salmon, trout, and sardines, are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, macular degeneration, and Alzheimer's. In the dairy aisle, yogurt stands out. It's packed with probiotics, beneficial bacteria that can improve your gut health, boost your immune system, and even improve your mental health. Nuts and seeds, found in the snacks section, are excellent sources of fiber, vegetable protein, heart-healthy fats, antioxidants, and a variety of vitamins and minerals. They can help reduce the risk of heart disease and have been linked to lower levels of inflammation. Lastly, in the herbs and spices section, turmeric and ginger are the stars. They possess anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits that can help your body fight off chronic diseases. To summarize, the journey to long life and good health isn't as complex as one might think. It begins in the grocery store with apples, berries, leafy greens, whole grains, fish, yogurt, nuts and seeds, turmeric, and ginger. These foods, rich in essential nutrients, antioxidants, and beneficial bacteria, can reduce the risk of diseases and promote overall wellness. So the next time you're shopping for groceries, remember the path to longevity might just be a shopping cart away.
Winter comes sooner than you think. Switch to Winter tires for better traction and performance. Choose from 17 Toyota recommended tire brands. Count on the right tires at the right price, thanks to Toyota's Price Match Promise.
Have you ever pondered over which feline companions are the most expensive and yet do not shed? Intriguing, isn't it? Well, today we're going to unravel this mystery as we count down the top 5 most expensive non-shedding cats in the world. Starting at number 5, we have the Cornish Rex. Known for its soft, wavy fur and playful demeanor, the Cornish Rex is a breed that's as unique as it is pricey. With a price tag that can reach up to $4,000, it's clear that this hypoallergenic breed is far from ordinary. But don't let the cost deter you. Their affectionate nature and non-shedding coat make them worth every penny. Next in line at number 4, we have the Russian Blue. This cat breed is not just known for its striking blue coat and mesmerizing green eyes, but also for being a hypoallergenic breed. With a price that can soar up to $6,000, the Russian Blue is a true symbol of elegance and luxury. Our third place goes to the Bengal cat. This breed's distinctive leopard-like coat and dynamic personality make it a favorite among cat enthusiasts. The Bengal's non-shedding coat is not just beautiful, but also hypoallergenic, and this breed can cost you a cool $10,000. In second place, we have the Peterbilt. This unique breed from Russia is known for its hairlessness and its graceful muscular body. The Peterbilt is a non-shedding breed, and its price can reach a staggering $20,000, making it one of the most expensive cat breeds in the world. And finally, the title of the most expensive non-shedding cat breed goes to the Ashera. This majestic breed, with its leopard-like spots and striking patterns, is not just a sight to behold, but also a non-shedding, hypoallergenic breed. The Ashera can cost up to a whopping $125,000, making it the indisputable king of this list. In summary, the most expensive non-shedding cats are the Cornish Rex, Russian Blue, Bengal, Peterbilt, and the Ashera. These breeds are not just known for their luxurious price tags, but also for their unique coats and hypoallergenic properties. So, if you're in the market for a feline friend that won't leave fur all over your furniture and are willing to pay a premium, these are the breeds to consider. Remember, a cat is a lifetime commitment, so choose wisely and ensure you can provide a loving, forever home. Welcome to a world of luxury, where man's best friend comes with a hefty price tag. Today, we're exploring the most expensive dogs in the world, starting off with the Samoyed, a fluffy, cheerful breed from Siberia. Known for their friendly demeanor, these snow-white beauties can fetch up to $11,000. Next, we have the Lauchin, also known as the little lion dog. With only a few hundred new puppies each year, these rare pups can cost up to $12,000. And finally, the king of canine luxury, the Tibetan Mastiff. Known for its majestic appearance and protective nature, these dogs can sell for a staggering $1 million. Remember, a dog's value isn't determined by its price tag. The best dog is the one that loves you back. Tune in for more fascinating facts.
J'ai entendu dire que vous êtes un gros fan.
Absolument, mais fan de quoi au juste?
Fan de La Petite Vie, bien sûr.
Oh oui, j'adore ça.
6 nouveaux épisodes de La Petite Vie à voir dès maintenant sur ici.tv Extra. Abonnez-vous.
The world is a canvas painted with the brushstrokes of beauty and diversity. From the dense jungles to sweeping deserts, from the highest mountains to the deepest oceans, every corner of this planet is a testament to nature's grandeur. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the top 5 most beautiful tourist destinations in the world. Starting the countdown at number 5, we find ourselves in the heart of Africa, in the Serengeti National Park, Tanzania. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a wildlife enthusiast's dream come true. It houses one of the oldest ecosystems on the planet, with its flora and fauna hardly changed in the past million years. The Great Migration of Wildebeest, which is one of the most impressive natural events worldwide, adds to the sheer beauty of this place. This vast and untouched wilderness truly personifies the raw beauty of Africa. Heading east from Africa, at number 4 we land in Japan, home to the picturesque cherry blossoms. The city of Kyoto, a historical and cultural gem, is particularly breathtaking. With over 2,000 temples and shrines, Kyoto is a spiritual haven. The Philosopher's Path, blooming with cherry blossoms in spring, is a sight for sore eyes. The fusion of ancient tradition and modern innovation in Kyoto creates a unique and captivating atmosphere. Crossing the Pacific Ocean, we reach our third destination, the Grand Canyon in the United States. This colossal chasm carved by the Colorado River is a magnificent testament to the power of natural forces. The layers of red rock reveal the passage of time, each stratum telling a story millions of years old. The Grand Canyon, with its rugged beauty and sheer size, is a humbling reminder of our small place in the grand scheme of nature. Back across the Atlantic, our second destination is the city of love, Paris. Paris is more than just the iconic Eiffel Tower. It's a city of art, culture, history, and exquisite cuisine. The Seine River, with its beautifully lit bridges, and the Notre Dame Cathedral adds to the city's charm. The Louvre Museum, home to thousands of works of art, including the famous Mona Lisa, is another jewel in the city's crown. Paris, with its romantic allure and timeless elegance, is a destination that captures the heart of every traveler. Finally, at the pinnacle of our list, the most beautiful tourist destination in the world is the magical city of Venice, Italy. The city of canals, where streets are made of water, is a marvel in its own right. The Grand Canal, lined with stunning Gothic and Renaissance architecture, is a sight to behold. The iconic gondola rides offer a unique perspective of the city. Venice, with its enchanting atmosphere, rich history, and exquisite cuisine, is a place that leaves an indelible mark on every visitor. So there we have it, the top 5 most beautiful tourist destinations in the world. Each of these places, with their unique charm and beauty, offers an unforgettable experience. They remind us that the world is a beautiful place full of wonders waiting to be discovered. So pack your bags and let these destinations inspire your next adventure.
In a time far removed from our own, the quaint village of Svilton rested on a serene riverbank, nestled within layers upon layers of greenery. It was a village where the days seemed to stretch on endlessly, and the nights were quiet save for the gentle lull of the river and whispers of the leaves. For centuries, the people of Svilton had lived in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the ebb and flow of the seasons. Their homes, built of clay and wood, stood proudly with thatched roofs that seemed to sway and dance to the rhythm of the breeze. The village square, where the community gathered to celebrate and mourn, was marked by ancient oaks that stood sentinel to the trials and tribulations of every generation that called Svilton home. Yet, in this idyllic part of the world, change, ever the relentless force it is, began to encroach. The concept of progress and development had risen in the minds and hearts of the city dwellers beyond the reach of the village's quietude. The Sviltonians began to hear whispers that their village was to become yet another piece in the insatiable appetite for growth. Svilton was about to be reconstructed, its ancient roots uprooted to fit into the sleek mold of the future. And so, the day came when construction crews arrived in Svilton, bearing tools and machinery, promising prosperity and a better way of life. But the villagers, apprehensive and uncertain, could not comprehend this invasion of their peaceful existence. What need did they have for the soulless steel structures and cold pavements that these strangers offered? At first, there were confrontations and shows of resistance. On one side, the Sviltonians were desperate to defend their homes, their history, and their very way of life. On the other, the crews with their mandate to build, of course, only in the name of progress. But eventually, the villagers felt their resolve wane, the weight of progress crashing down on them like the massive machines that began to reshape their world. As the once majestic trees that traced the village square were reduced to stumps and the age-old dwellings demolished for taller, sleeker structures, the Sviltonians began to retreat. Leaving behind the remains of their heritage, the villagers dispersed to find refuge in the sprawling cities that lay beyond, feeling like refugees in their own land. There, in the heart of the city, Svilton's displaced populace found the realization of progress promises but also its lies. They moved into concrete homes and walked on unyielding sidewalks, the warmth of the earth beneath their feet now a ghostly memory. The air, laden with smog, fettered their lungs, leaving behind an ache for the crisp air back home. The city swelled with the rhythm of a machine. With each tick and tock, the people tried to find their footing, to feel that sense of belonging and purpose they knew so well in Svilton. But for all their efforts, the displaced villagers found themselves adrift. In these new confines, the Sviltonians would often gather, as was their nature, in the scant pockets of green amidst the concrete jungle. And there, in whispered conversations and the sharing of stories from their bygone village, a seed of an idea began to grow. Perhaps it was not too late. Perhaps they could reclaim their village, their history, and their lives from the construction. In the age of technology, where the world seems to be at your fingertips, Savannah embraced her newfound freedom working from home as a writer and online teacher. With her passion for writing and teaching, she was navigating her way through the hustle and bustle of the freelance world. Not confined to her home office, Savannah connected with people all around the world, seizing every opportunity to learn and grow. Her days were filled with Zoom meetings, typing away at her laptop, and honing her craft as a writer. Balancing her work, family, and personal life was a challenge, but Savannah had the determination and discipline to make it work. She didn't want to compromise any aspect of her life. #family connection #. Despite her demanding schedule, Savannah made sure to connect with her family every day. From morning breakfast with her husband and kids to evening check-ins on video calls with her parents, she cherished the love and support her family brought into her life. One day, her 10-year-old daughter asked her, "Mommy, I am proud of you, but aren't you tired of working all the time?" Savannah's eyes softened, and a warm smile spread across her face. "Sweetheart, I love what I do. Yes, it is tiring sometimes, but it's also fulfilling. And conversing with you guys makes all the days seem brighter," she replied. Savannah's daughter beamed up at her, feeling a sense of pride for her hard-working mother. #discipline and health #. Savannah was aware of the importance of maintaining her physical and mental well-being. Every morning, before she began her workday, she would find time for a short workout. Whether it was a run around the neighborhood, a yoga session, or a high-intensity interval training workout, she made sure to invest time in her health every day. #language learning and trumpet practice #. Ever the lifelong learner, Savannah set a goal to upgrade her Spanish language skills every day. Using apps, books, and her connections with online international friends, she relentlessly committed herself to learning and practicing the language. Her desire to learn didn't stop there. She also picked up the trumpet and practiced religiously 3 times a week, filling her home with soulful and vibrant sounds. #an unexpected challenge #. As weeks went by, Savannah managed to stay on top of her hectic schedule. However, one day, Savannah faced an unexpected challenge that would force her to reevaluate her priorities. That evening, after ending a Zoom meeting and rushing to squeeze in some trumpet practice, Savannah felt her chest tighten, and her breath grew shallow. An excruciating pain shot through her head. The overwhelming stress that she had been suppressing had finally caught up with her. Panicked, her husband rushed her to the hospital. As they awaited test results, Savannah couldn't help but reflect on her life and the choices she had made. She knew she was fortunate to have the freedom and opportunities that her profession provided, but at what cost? The doctor's diagnosis was clear. Savannah's lifestyle had taken a toll on her health. To prevent further health issues, she needed to make some changes, reprioritizing her commitments and giving herself more time to relax and recharge. #a new perspective #. Savannah's love for her work and the desire to achieve her goals led her to push herself to the limit. However, she knew that it was time to take more time just doing nothing and relaxing. She continued with her work but took more free time to just relax.
C'est possible d'avoir un VUS de qualité capable d'endurer les routes d'ici? Oui, c'est possible. Avec le Honda CR-V 2024. Découvrez-en plus sur honda.ca.
Alexa watched the city lights below as she sipped her tea, the sounds of soft R&B music echoing through Simone's cozy apartment. Her friend had always had a knack for creating a peaceful environment, the warmth of her home a quiet solace from the bustling noise just beyond the window. Alexa's life had taken a dark turn in recent months, depression suffocating her days and making it difficult to escape the confines of her own mind. The weight was unbearable, which was why she had come to see Simone. She needed the gentle comfort that her friend always seemed to have in abundance. "How are you coping with it, Simone?" Alexa asked, her eyes brimming with sadness and concern. Simone, a singer once widely known for her soulful voice, had recently lost her ability to speak. She now communicated with others by writing notes on her smartphone. In the face of such a tragedy, Alexa could not help but wonder how Simone persevered. Instead of showing any sign of despair, Simone smiled as she typed out a response on her phone and handed it to Alexa. The message read, "My dear friend, life is full of challenges, and sometimes we must find new ways to appreciate the world around us. Music still lives within my heart, even if my voice is gone. The vibrations and my passion keep me going. Touched by Simone's determination and positivity, Alexa felt a spark of hope within her. If Simone could rise above the silence and find solace through her continued connection to music, perhaps she could find a way to combat her growing depression. With that thought, the two friends spent the night reminiscing and attempting to heal themselves through shared vulnerability. Simone suggested that Alexa, too, could find a purpose that would bring color back into her life's canvas. As Simone wrote lyrics about her own experiences, the idea of Alexa singing them came to fruition. Simone may have lost her voice, but she had not lost her talent for connecting with others through her words. And so, the two friends began their journey toward healing and success, together. Over the next few weeks, Alexa practiced singing Simone's heartfelt lyrics. It did not take long for her to notice an improvement in her mood. The feeling of sadness so prevalent in her life began to dissipate as she became engrossed in her newfound passion. The music they created, a soulful blend of Simone's honest lyrics and Alexa's powerful voice, seemed to lift the weight of their shared grief, giving them both a renewed sense of purpose. One night, as they worked on their latest song at the R&B club they frequented, the club owner, Amara, approached them with an offer. She had noticed their undeniable talent, and she wanted them to perform at her club regularly. The two friends were over the moon with excitement. They knew that accepting the offer would solidify their path as singer-songwriter businesswomen. Thus, Simone and Alexa began their steady climb up the music industry ladder. People flocked to the club to hear the duo's soulful performances, and their songs resonated with so many who had faced similar struggles. Simultaneously, the R&B club's popularity skyrocketed, drawing larger and larger crowds each night. As she stood under the spotlights, her voice soaring above the passionate accompaniment of Simone's words, Alexa felt liberated. The heaviness and darkness that had threatened to swallow her life began to dissipate. In the futuristic New York City of 2050, the sun shone brightly over Central Park, casting kaleidoscopic shadows on the freshly painted pavement. The park, years from now, had grown even more impressive, boasting a modernized design with additional features for both fitness and relaxation. Around this particular slice of the future metropolis, anticipation was beginning to build. Today was the day when the miraculous, one-day weight loss plan was set to take place, a magical and extraordinary competition unlike any other. Despite the sense of excitement in the atmosphere, the story's protagonists Allison, Henrietta, Azul, and Cambrio would find themselves entangled in a unique test of wits, determination, and strength. Before unraveling their journey, let us become acquainted with these four distinctive characters. Allison was a bright young woman, always keen on adopting new technologies and innovations, especially those that revolve around health. As someone who believed in taking care of the body as much as the mind, she was excited to delve into this fantastical weight loss event. Henrietta, on the other hand, was resistant to change. Skeptical about the motives that powered the weight loss competition, she felt somewhat dragged into the situation. Her friend Azul shared the same outlook, mainly due to an underlying sense of contentment with their bodies. They did not necessarily wish to lose weight, but the grand prize of $1 zillion piqued their interest, overshadowing their hesitation and skepticism. Cambrio, the last of our main characters, was not drawn to the competition by the fantastical weight loss premise, nor by the alluring prize money. Instead, he sought to test the limits of his mental and physical abilities, curious about the true nature of this challenge and what it could potentially reveal about himself. As the four friends toured the bustling park, they were first led to a scenic grove where tall trees reached for the heavens. Here, the participants were sized up and their resolve was tested by a series of workouts designed to push their bodies to the absolute limit. Fountains offering magical lemonade, a crucial ingredient in this mystical weight loss potion, were sprinkled throughout the park. As they sipped this wonder beverage and exercised, tensions began to rise. Allison, Henrietta, Azul, and Cambrio soon discovered that the competition was more than just a physical test. It was a journey of self-discovery, reflection, and personal growth that would take each of them through their darkest fears and deepest desires, unleashing hidden emotions and buried secrets. The exercises were mentally draining, forcing participants to confront their motivations and question the very essence of their existence. The first major twist in the story unraveled during an arduous workout beneath the canopies of towering trees. As Henrietta pushed the limits of her physical endurance, she unexpectedly came to terms with an insecurity she had always tried too hard to suppress. Like many, she had always sought the approval of others, relinquishing her control over her own happiness to achieve a level of external validation. The realization that she was more than the opinions of others shattered the insecurity, leaving her feeling invigorated and empowered. Elsewhere in the park, Azul tackled a similar personal battle. Running through the park's maze-like pathways, the taste of the magical lemonade on her lips, she confronted her rampant self-doubt. Their journey through the labyrinth of exercise stations became introspective.
Indulge yourself in the beautifully crafted utility of the Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. The stylish versatility of Cadillac's SUVs await those who dare to be iconic. Experience our SUVs at cadillaccanada.ca.
The term weakest can be subjective and depends on how you define weakness. If we consider physical strength or size, there are numerous small and delicate organisms that could be considered relatively weak compared to larger and more powerful creatures. For example, some microscopic organisms like certain types of bacteria or single-celled protists are incredibly small and have limited physical strength compared to larger organisms. They rely on other mechanisms, such as rapid reproduction or biochemical adaptations, to survive and thrive. In terms of larger organisms, certain species of delicate insects or small invertebrates could be considered relatively weak due to their size and vulnerability. For instance, some species of mayflies or delicate butterflies have fragile bodies and are not equipped with strong defenses or physical capabilities. It's important to note that while these organisms may be physically weaker compared to larger or more robust creatures, they have their own unique adaptations and strategies that allow them to survive and play important roles within their ecosystems.
The strongest creature on Earth depends on how you define strongest. There are several ways to measure strength, including physical strength, bite force, or lifting capacity. If we consider physical strength in terms of sheer power and force, the blue whale, Balaenoptera musculus, holds the title. It is the largest animal ever known to have existed, with adult males weighing up to 200 tons and measuring around 98 feet, 30 meters, in length. Their immense size and bulk give them incredible strength in water. If we focus on relative strength compared to body size, the dung beetle, Scarabaeini, is often cited as the strongest creature. These small insects can pull and push objects many times their weight. They are known to move dung balls that are up to 50 times heavier than their body weight, using their powerful legs and horn-like projections on their heads. Additionally, the saltwater crocodile, Crocodylus porosus, has one of the strongest bite forces among living creatures. It has been estimated to have a bite force of around 3,700 pounds per square inch, psi, which is significantly stronger than any other animal on land. However, in terms of overall strength, considering various factors, it's challenging to determine a definitive, strongest creature as different animals possess unique adaptations and capabilities.
Alex Haley was an American writer and journalist, best known for his book Roots, The Saga of an American Family, published in 1976. The book traces Haley's own family lineage back to Africa and tells the story of several generations of his ancestors, starting with Kunta Kinte, a young man captured in Gambia and sold into slavery in the United States. Born on August 11, 1921, in Ithaca, New York, Alexander Murray Palmer Haley grew up in Henning, Tennessee. His father, Simon Haley, was a professor and his mother, Bertha George Haley, was a teacher. Haley's passion for storytelling began at an early age when he listened to the stories of his grandparents, who were former slaves. In 1939, Haley enrolled at Alcorn State University in Mississippi but left in 1941 to join the U.S. Coast Guard during World War II. While serving, he became a journalist and wrote stories for the ship's newspaper. After the war, Haley continued his education at North Carolina's North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, then called North Carolina College for Negroes, where he graduated in 1949 with a degree in journalism. Haley began his professional writing career freelancing for various magazines and newspapers. He wrote articles about notable figures such as Martin Luther King Jr., Miles Davis, and Malcolm X. In the 1960s, he interviewed Malcolm X for Playboy magazine, which led to a close friendship between the two. In 1965, Haley published the autobiography of Malcolm X, as told to Alex Haley, based on the interviews he conducted with Malcolm X. The book became a critical and commercial success, contributing to the civil rights movement and establishing Haley as a prominent writer. After the publication of the autobiography of Malcolm X, Haley embarked on an ambitious project to trace his own ancestry. He traveled extensively, conducting research and interviews with family members and historians. This research formed the basis of his most famous work, Roots, The Saga of an American Family. Roots was published in 1976 and became a cultural phenomenon. It was a fictionalized account of Haley's family history, spanning from Kunta Kinte's capture in Africa to Haley's own life. The book explored the brutal realities of slavery and its long-lasting effects on American society. It spent months on the bestseller lists, won a Pulitzer Prize, and was adapted into a highly acclaimed television miniseries that aired in 1977. Following the success of Roots, Haley continued to write and publish several other books, including A Different Kind of Christmas, 1988, and Queen, The Story of an American Family, 1993. However, none of his subsequent works achieved the same level of acclaim and popularity as Roots. Alex Haley died on February 10, 1992, at the age of 70. Despite some controversy surrounding the accuracy of certain aspects of Roots, Haley's book played a significant role in raising awareness about African American history and genealogy. It sparked a widespread interest in tracing family roots and inspired a new generation of writers to explore their own heritage.
The history of Mongolia is rich and spans thousands of years. Here is a brief overview of the major periods and events in Mongolian history. Ancient and prehistoric times. The earliest known human inhabitants of Mongolia were nomadic hunter-gatherers who lived in the region around 850,000 years ago. The Xiongnu Empire, a powerful nomadic confederation, emerged in the 3rd century BCE and controlled vast territories in Central Asia, including parts of present-day Mongolia. The Xiebe, another nomadic group, succeeded the Xiongnu and established a state in the region during the 1st century CE. The Mongol Empire. The most famous period in Mongolian history is the rise of the Mongol Empire in the 13th century under the leadership of Genghis Khan, 1162 to 1227. Genghis Khan united the Mongolian tribes and embarked on a series of military campaigns, creating the largest contiguous empire in history. Genghis Khan's successes expanded the empire further, including the conquest of China and parts of Europe and the Middle East. The Mongol Empire fostered cultural and economic exchanges across Eurasia known as the Pax Mongolica. After Genghis Khan's death, his empire was divided into several khanates, including the Yuan dynasty in China and the Golden Horde in Russia. The Mongolian Khanates. The Yuan dynasty, led by Kublai Khan, ruled over China from 1271 to 1368. This period marked a significant cultural and economic exchange between Mongolia and China. The Golden Horde, based in the western part of the Mongol Empire, controlled territories in Russia and parts of Eastern Europe from the 13th to the 15th century. The Chagatai Khanate, centered in Central Asia, thrived from the late 13th to the 14th century. The Il Khanate, which encompassed Persia and parts of the Middle East, lasted from the 13th to the 14th century. The Mongolian Empire's decline. By the late 14th century, the Mongol Empire had fragmented into smaller khanates, and Mongolia itself experienced political disintegration. The Ming dynasty of China eventually overthrew the Mongol-led Yuan dynasty, and Mongolia fell under Ming control. This marked the end of Mongolian rule in China. Mongolia under Manchu rule. In the 17th century, Mongolia came under the control of the Manchu-led Qing dynasty of China. Mongolia was organized as a part of the Qing Empire and experienced a degree of autonomy under Mongol princes. However, Mongolia remained largely isolated and nomadic, with the Mongols retaining the traditional way of life. The 20th century. In 1911, the Qing dynasty collapsed, leading to the establishment of the Republic of China. Mongolia took advantage of this political transition and declared independence from China. However, Mongolia's independence was short-lived, as it came under the influence of the Soviet Union in the early 1920s and was subsequently absorbed into the Mongolian People's Republic, a satellite state of the Soviet Union. Mongolia remained under Soviet influence until the late 1980s when political reform swept across Eastern Europe and the Soviet Union. Mongolia underwent a peaceful democratic revolution in 1990, leading to a transition to a multi-party democracy and market-oriented economy. Since the 1990s, Mongolia has experienced political and economic changes, with increased engagement with the international community and efforts to diversify its economy. Today, Mongolia is an independent country known for its vast landscapes, nomadic traditions, and rich cultural heritage.
As of my knowledge cutoff in September 2021, here is a list of some of the most expensive cars in the world. 1. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, 11 million euros, approximately $12.5 million United States dollars. 2. Rolls-Royce Sweptail, estimated at $13 million USD. 3. Bugatti Centodieci, $9 million USD. 4. Bugatti Divo -$5.8 million United States dollars. 5. Mercedes-Benz Maybach Accelero, estimated at $8 million USD. 6. Bugatti Veyron by Mansouri Vivere -$3.4 million United States dollars. 7. Lamborghini Veneno Roadster -$3.3 million United States dollars. 8. Koenigsegg Jesko, estimated at $3 million USD. 9. Aston Martin Valkyrie, estimated at $3 million USD. 10. Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, estimated at $3 million USD. Please keep in mind that these prices are approximate and can vary depending on factors such as customization, rarity, and other market conditions. Additionally, new models may have been released since my last update. It's always a good idea to consult reputable sources for the most current and accurate information on the most expensive cars.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and background play, so you can watch videos while reading, searching, shopping. Try 1 month free of charge.
class from all school, and I'm learning with a learner here, video editing, and she's learning some new things.
The history of cats is equally intriguing, although it differs from that of dogs. Cats, specifically domestic cats, Felis catus, have a long and complex history intertwined with human civilization. The origins of domestic cats can be traced back to their wild ancestors, the African wildcat, Felis libica. Around 9,000 years ago, in the Near East region, wildcats and humans started to interact due to the presence of grain stores, which attracted rodents. The wildcats would prey on the rodents, and humans likely appreciated their pest control abilities. This gradual association led to a mutualistic relationship, where cats received food and shelter, and humans enjoyed reduced rodent populations. The domestication of cats differs from that of dogs because it was more of a self-domestication process. Unlike dogs, cats were not actively bred and selectively chosen by humans for specific traits. Instead, cats largely chose to coexist with humans independently, showing a high degree of self-domestication. Over time, cats adapted to living in human settlements and became increasingly comfortable around people. Ancient Egyptians played a significant role in the history of cats. Cats were highly revered in ancient Egyptian society, and they were associated with the goddess Bastet. Cats were considered sacred and were even mummified when they passed away. The Egyptian reverence for cats spread to neighboring regions, contributing to their widespread popularity. As trade routes expanded, cats started to spread to other parts of the world, often accompanying sailors to control rodents on ships. In different cultures, cats took on various roles and symbolic meanings. For instance, in Norse mythology, the goddess Freya had a chariot pulled by two large domestic cats. In Japan, cats became popular during the Edo period and were associated with good fortune and protection against evil spirits. During the Middle Ages in Europe, cats faced a mixed perception. They were both valued for their rodent control abilities and feared as potential accomplices of witches and evil entities. This ambiguous attitude persisted for centuries until cats regained their status as beloved companions and pets during the Renaissance. In the modern era, cats have solidified their place as popular pets and companions worldwide. They come in various breeds, coat patterns, and colors, each with its distinct characteristics. The appreciation for cats' independent nature, their grace, and their ability to provide companionship has made them one of the most cherished domesticated animals. Today, cats continue to captivate our hearts, whether as indoor companions, barn cats, or even as internet celebrities. Their history reflects their unique ability to adapt to human environments while maintaining their individuality and a touch of their ancestral wildness.
The history of dogs is a long and fascinating one that stretches back thousands of years. Dogs are descendants of wolves and are believed to be the first domesticated animal. The exact timing and location of their domestication are still subjects of ongoing research and debate among scientists. However, most experts agree that the domestication process began between 20,000 and 40,000 years ago. The domestication of dogs likely occurred when ancient humans and wolves started to form mutually beneficial relationships. Wolves were attracted to human settlements due to the presence of food scraps, and humans may have found value in having the wolves around for hunting assistance, protection, or companionship. Over time, certain wolves that exhibited more favorable traits, such as docility and an inclination to cooperate with humans, were selectively bred. This process led to the gradual divergence of dogs from their wolf ancestors. Early dogs served various purposes based on their traits and the needs of human communities. They were used for hunting, herding livestock, guarding, and even serving as companions. Different dog breeds were developed over time through selective breeding to enhance specific traits suited to particular tasks or preferences. Ancient civilizations across the world recognized the value of dogs. They appear in the art, literature, and mythology of ancient Egypt, Greece, Rome, and many other cultures. Dogs played significant roles in various historical contexts, such as in warfare, exploration, and as working animals in agriculture and transportation. In the 19th century, the concept of dog breeds became more formalized, and kennel clubs were established to maintain breed standards and register pedigrees. The breeding and showing of purebred dogs gained popularity, leading to the development of hundreds of distinct breeds with specific characteristics. Today, dogs continue to be cherished companions and serve important roles in various fields, including search and rescue, therapy, and service work. They are highly diverse in size, shape, and temperament, reflecting the vast array of breeds that have emerged through centuries of selective breeding. Dogs are deeply woven into the fabric of human society, offering companionship, loyalty, and assistance to people worldwide.
Kendra was on another food adventure. She was eating some pizza samosas with her daughter. Her parents, her daughter's grandparents, brought her some cheeseburgers later. Kendra wondered what it would be like to make cheeseburger samosas. She worked on the recipe the next day with her daughter. Both she and her daughter loved the cheeseburger samosas. Kendra went to her suppliers to pitch the idea. Now the cheeseburger samosas are being sold all over the world.
Hello, everyone out there on Amazing Talker. My name is Dr. Donna, and I'm here to help you to accomplish your English goals. Book with me today. Hello, everyone out there. What I'm going to show you today is how to create your own music with CD Baby. So one of the first things you'll need to do is to be able to open up a CD Baby account, which you can do for free. And then what I have done here, this is the first step, the metadata and or data. And so my album that I'm creating is not a compilation album. So I put no there. And in the language of English and then artist name. This album is called Bopping to Groovy Beats. And then I just put today's date as the release date. But you can do a pre-order for it and put it ahead of time. And my record label, which is my company name, my incorporated company name, and then the copyright, I just put my legal name. And then I would like this to be downloads and streaming. So it would be available as well on YouTube and Spotify and Amazon Music and things like that. But you can also choose physical distribution as well and have a CD, a Pro CD-R, a DVD, or vinyl. So that is an option. I just don't go with that. And they'll mail it to you. Excuse me. So then you can also get a barcode. If you have a barcode, you can use it. And but they will also, CD Baby, give you a free barcode. And then you just go save and continue. Okay, so genre. Now this one is definitely more I think the first category for it would be electronic. It's kind of most kind of it's kind of hip hop and rap. Okay, it is kind of like that, but it's more alternative hip hop. And the second genre I'd put as electronic, and definitely I think it also falls into like acid house. Okay, and then the mood type is it's really fun. It's very fun. Okay, and then location. So then you put your location, and I'm in Canada, Ontario. And then what famous artist it would sound like. So I'll say Donna Summer. And I'll also say there's a band called Temperance that it kind of sounds like too. And also I think TKZ in South Africa. Okay, but you can put whatever artist you'd like. So this is going to be one disc. They ask these questions about discs and volumes, especially if it's a physical product that you want to create. So it's one, but mine has 17 tracks. Okay, so then this is actually an album with the longest tracks that I've had. And I just call it goes by okay, Afrobeat 1. Okay, Afrobeat 2. Afrobeat 3. Afrobeat 4. Afrobeat 5. Afrobeat 6. Afrobeat 7. Okay. Afrobeat 8. Afrobeat 9. Afrobeat 10. Afrobeat 11. And this here, you're just naming your tracks. Afrobeat 12, Afrobeat 13, Afrobeat 14, Afrobeat 15, Afrobeat 16, and then Afrobeat 17. Okay, save and continue. Okay, so that's processing. Okay, now you have to add like the copyright type of information. And so parental guidance, it doesn't need that. There's actually no lyrics, it's instrumental. It's not a live track, but if it is, then it is an original composition. Okay, so then this is already here because I've done other CDs with CD Baby. So I'm just going to say here it has my songwriter status. So I'm just going to add this to this track. Okay, so what I did is the music, it doesn't have lyrics. And is there a publisher? I'm just going to say yes, because it does. And that is my business. Okay. All right. So, and apply this to all songwriter tracks. Okay. Get that ticked off there. And then save, and I return to the track menu the way I do it. And I'll make you do that for each one. And you just click on edit because each track may be different, right? So, okay. It's not a live version, original composition. Okay. And then that's already filled in already. Okay, so it makes it faster. You can also click on next track as well, or previous track if you have to correct something. Okay, so no language of lyrics, and it accommodates a number of different languages as well. Original composition. Okay, then all that's filled in. So save and go to next track. Okay, that's no. And then no lyrics, instrumental. Just let that fill in. No live track, original composition. Okay. And then save. Okay, save that. These are kind of the pedantic things you have to do to get it done. Okay. Original composition. Okay. And the rest of it is filled in. So just save and go to the next one. Okay. Okay, so no. And no lyrics. No, it's not a live version, original composition. Okay. And then save that. Okay, then the next one, getting there. Okay, so no. And no lyrics. Instrumental. Not a live version, original composition. Okay, and then save, go to the next one. Okay. Okay, so no. No lyrics, instrumental. No. Original composition. Okay. Save and go to the next one. Okay. We're at 9 now. Just a few more to go. Okay. Original composition. And save. Okay. And it does have to be done for each one, or it will not be approved. Okay. You do also have to make sure your audio quality is very good. For which means pretty much an MP3 at 320 BPS and stereo and 44.1 kilohertz. And that's the minimum quality that they'll accept. Okay. And there are a lot of great online programs where you could even convert the MP3 into or convert your files into what's needed for CD Baby. Any of you are wondering about links to some of those online converting files, just contact me after I posted this video and in the comments, and I can send you the link, okay? Because I actually have it right in my inbox in my Gmail. So okay, we're definitely getting there. Just 3 more to go. And this will help to sell your music as well, the way you want it to. This kind of information about your tracks for your album. You can also do a single song. There's the option you can do a single song as well. And of course that will end up being less time consuming in terms of uploading it to CD Baby. But this is for an album. But these same rules follow for a song too. It just would take less time. Okay, one more. Okay, so that part's done. Okay, so that's all done. So you just press on continue. Okay. Now I need them to assign the ISRCs, okay, that are required for digital distribution. And if you have your own, you can add them as well. And you can also choose to, like, if you're quite the professional artist and you're with like a union of musical artists or something like that, you can also choose distribution that way too. Then it asks if any of my tracks are 10 minutes or longer, and no, they aren't. But if yours are, then you would add that, and they use a default for all tracks of the first 60 seconds to help advertise it. And then I choose all territories and countries. You can choose specific territories or countries for selling your music. And I also opt into this. So then collect sync money, films, TV, video games, collect YouTube money, and collect Facebook and Instagram money. Okay. That's right. I gotta agree to that. Okay. Okay. And it does take time for it in general to be sent out to all the different channels like Spotify and Deezer and all that. So now I'm going to come up with a cover design, and I'm hoping I'm doing this now at 9:46 at night. that Dolly isn't too busy. Okay, so let's see here. Afro beats, oil pastel. And let's see if I can get something that looks really nice. That's very nice. I like that. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Very nice. I think I like this one the best. I could do generations of it, generate variations, I should say, but I think I'll go for that one. That's very nice. Now there are dimensions then that you have to follow. I'll just make sure that's downloaded. This one's nice too, but I quite like that one. Okay. And okay. I do different things with my covers. Actually, sometimes I use photography or okay, so now I'm gonna go to Be Funky, which will come in handy because the cover has to be 1400 by 1400. Okay. So I just got to resize it and then also give it a title. Go to my downloads here. Okay. All right. And that already has text, but the first thing I'll do is resize it. So that's 1400 by 1400. Okay, and apply that. Okay, and then add text to it. Okay. I think that would be best in white. Okay, so let's try to change that color to white. Okay, and change this color there to white as well. Okay, it's not as clear. Okay, it didn't change the whole thing. Okay. All right. Okay, so now, oh, what happened? Control Z. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's what I needed, the cursor to appear. Okay. Swapping to groovy beats. Okay. And then just have here. Donna Kakonge. And I can probably, and I think it's okay where it is. Probably move that to about there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good.